There we go. There we go. Now we're live. Now we're live everywhere. I always forget to press that live button on the YouTube side. I always forget, and I don't know why. How's it going though, guys? It's good to see you. Hopefully you're all doing well. Coral, thank you for submitting your taxes. Admiral, thank you for submitting your taxes. Admiral, congrats on grabbing first. 25 times total. GG's, quarter of the way to 100. Hello, Cozy, thank you for submitting your taxes. Hope everybody's doing well. Today has been a good day. And let me catch you guys up to speed really quick before we talk about how good today has been. Whoa, interesting. The mod may have been updated on the server, maybe? I don't know. I don't have voice chat right now. That's okay though. That's okay. We don't need voice chat. I'm the only one online right now, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll look into that and see. That might be an easy fix, but I'll report that to the team if it's not a me issue. I may just need to relog. I don't know. I'm not a frequent user of voice chat, but I want to catch you guys up to speed of what we've been up to. I spent some time off stream on Tuesday because I didn't stream Tuesday. I was really tired. And I spent some diamonds, but it was well worth it. I bought some coral. I bought all the coral, in fact, from Goose. I think Goose has more coral now. But I went out there, I bought a bunch of coral. And it was probably one of my better purchases because we've got this huge area over here that we're draining. And it's going to be this big dome. But around the dome, I'd kind of like to have some coral, and so we're going to actually have coral to place around it now, which is going to be good. So that's the thing. I also updated this because I've got a really good sword. Actually, I don't think I've talked to you guys since I fully enchanted everything. I'm fully enchanted now. So I have, like, everything completely enchanted, and it's pretty good. But with looting 3 and fire aspect, I don't even need the lava dispenser anymore, so I can just, I can quickly swing my sword a couple of times, and I'm gonna get a lot of steak, as you can tell. So, our cow farm is doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. I also worked a little bit over there in the sand, pit, the sandbox. And, you know, it turns out it takes a while to get that done. I might have to recruit some help before long because it is a process and a half. So I've got to look into seeing if I can get some help there. If not, the second I finish Stardew Valley, I'll probably spend more time on Wednesday evenings, working on the Twitch SMP base off stream. That way you guys don't have to suffer watching me play sand for the 50th stream in a row. And maybe it'll be a good time. So I'm going to be grinding that out, hopefully a little bit more off stream. Today's stream, we're actually going to be working on a couple of things, though, and I want to show you guys what we're going to do. First things first, since I'm fully enchanted, it's time to equip Netherite. This is my first time putting Netherite on the server, and I've been playing on this server since February 8th. So it's been 4 months now, basically, since it started. Oh, okay, we have voice chat again. It just took a little bit to initialize, I guess. That's cool. What was I saying? Right. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting some Netherite today. That's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be pretty snazzy. We'll actually look the part of being a king, which is gonna be nice. And we'll have armor trims as well. I think I've got a couple of armor trims in here. I've got one, so I'll need a couple more probably, but I haven't quite decided what armor trim I'm going with just yet. But we'll see. We'll see. I've got a couple of ideas of where we could go with it, but I've not messed around with it enough to know for sure. Hello, Michaela. Wow, that's not how you say your name. Michael, how is it going? I am so sorry. I can read, I promise. Effects for eyebrows. I don't know if I really like the eyebrows personally, you know? It is some people's thing. But you know, I'm not a huge fan of eyebrows myself. Like I prefer my face I prefer my face naked. Oh boy. She tried to divorce me, so I played Roblox with him. And he doesn't want to divorce me anymore. W. Let's go. Let's go. No divorce for you, Cozy. Pretty nice. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well, Michael. I'm doing pretty well. We're just working on the good old mega base today. I'm gonna actually get some netherite set up soon. I have all the netherite mined. I have all the tools enchanted. I am able to, like, really get a lot of work done today, so I'm gonna spend some time, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Bonjour, I'm French. Well, hello, how's it going, Twip? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I've got a little bit too much steak, so I'm just gonna try my best here to kind of clean up my inventory, because it's kind of messy. Also, I have a backwards bow. It's a wob. It's pretty creative. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I've ever met anybody who has named their bow Wob. And I don't even remember how I came up with the name. It just sort of happened. Thank you for subscribing, Twip. I appreciate it. Thank you. Red from Angry Birds. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that would, that'd be great. That would be great. I've also got, a lot of pufferfish. And I'm gonna be catching more pufferfish soon. Where did the glass... Oh, glass came from up there, right. I was about to say, where did the glass come from? I remember. It's okay. Where am I putting all of my deep slate? I guess probably in here? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our netherite set up here. Because, why not? I'm gonna promise to try to pay as much attention as humanly possible today, so that I don't accidentally get myself killed. I've died a lot in this world just because of my known negligence, which is not great. So I'm gonna do my best to not do that again. Okay, I've got 7 templates, which I only have really 6. That's enough for my armor and a couple of tools. I need more netherrack. Found it. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just 10? I think I only need 10. Okay, so we need to make 3 more. I'm actually gonna make 1 extra. I hate that crafting. Can I turn off continuous? There we go. Okay, we're set. We're ready. It's netherite time. It is netherite time. Boop. 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 Finally. This... No clue yet. Haven't used a trim before, actually. Okay, boop. Yeah, if you guys have any trim suggestions, I'm all ears, because I've never used a trim ever. Like, I've used them when I was testing the snapshots for 1.20. But I've never actually used them in survival, so it's been a while since I've even touched them like at all. Ooh, yes please. I've got Vex. I do have one Vex trim. So I know that's an option. Although I'm not like a huge fan of Vex, but it is like the rarest one we have on the server because there's like only one Woodland Mansion in the entire like world. And it just so happened to be that there was only like one Vex trim there. So I think I have only one of the only ones. There may be another copy out there that Slime had, but I think I have the only Vex trim right now. I don't know. So we're all set. Look at this. Look at this. I look good in Netherite. What's that? Oh, if you hold down Q. Oh, you can look at tools and it'll show you. Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. Sorry, say goodbye. All right, see you. Reg. I almost called you Reg. Wow, that's. It's all right, Cozy. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Get some rest tonight if you can. Although I know you're probably not resting just yet, but. Oh, so yeah, we're all set now. We're ready to take on the world. Hopefully, I've got everything I need, and I did want to also mention I've been working on game dev stuff today, and oh my goodness, I don't mean to brag. But it's going really well. It's going really, really well. I don't have an ETA on the game yet, and I probably won't for a very long time. But it is coming along very well, and I'm almost done with the first prototype of the game, where it's just like testing different features. I've got a couple of NPCs set up. I have a basic inventory system. I have a collection system so you can pick up things to put in your inventory. We have a tracking system so every NPC you meet gets tracked in this little journal. That way, if you try to find them again and then you run into them again, they'll still remember who you are and that you've talked to them before. I have a player movement system. And I'm actually going to be adding a crafting system probably tonight after stream, if all goes to plan. So that's like a really nice one that I'm going to probably spend some time working on. I don't know what the crafting system is going to look like just yet. I'm trying to find a way to make it fun without making it, like, too simple. Not that there's anything wrong with simple, but I want it to fit the vibe, whatever the vibe of the game is, and I don't know how that is going to be yet. So I'm just starting with a simple crafting system, and then we'll go from there. But it'll probably be something similar to just a point and click sort of deal, instantaneous crafting. There's no wait time on it. It just crafts as soon as you press the button. At least for the start, and then we'll develop from there based on how the game is feeling. It may be one of those things where it's like, oh, we want to go a satisfactory route where there's a bunch of crafting stations, and it's gonna be a little more fun that way, or it may be more fun to do a Minecraft system where it's a 3x3 grid, I don't know what that's gonna look like yet, but all I know is I am going to have a crafting system, and I can't wait to find out what that looks like. And then after I add crafting, it'll probably be food. We'll add a food system. We'll add the vehicle, and then I think that's all for the first prototype. From there, I have to decide what the next game stage is, if we're going from prototype 1 to prototype 2, or if I'll start going into calling it alpha. But, you know, so far I'm really happy with the progress I've been making with the game. I'm, like I said, really, really happy. It could not be more happy, in all honesty. Boop. Alright. I'm gonna pick up all this. Thank you. And I'm trying to think how much. Got 3 stacks left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough to fill us in, I think. No, not at all. Wait, how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 10. Okay. I thought they were a little taller than what they were. That's okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. Around about that much. Also, do we have... That was a weird sound. You guys couldn't hear it, but there's clicking in my walls. I don't know why, but, you know, who am I to ask questions? Who am I to ask questions? Oh, one other thing about this. I have Depth Strider, and oh my goodness, this is so much better. I can actually place stuff in the water, and it's fun to build in the water again. Before, it was like a pain, so you had to sit up top, and then it was like this whole ordeal. But now I can actually come down here, and because I also have Aqua Affinity, I don't have to worry about breathing down here, dude. Like, I was kind of debating if I needed to get a conduit, but now I'm like, nah. No need. No need for a conduit. Boop. Okay. We'll go up now. A conduit still would be nice eventually, but I won't even be building underwater very much. Like, most of the building is actually within open air because I'm draining it. I didn't want to drain the dome. I felt like that was going to be a pain in the butt, which maybe it would have been, but this is probably arguably more of a pain in the butt. So I don't know if I really won here or not, but I feel like maybe I did. Just gonna do all this really, really fast. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, my head is still in game dev mode. And so, like, I'm trying to think of all these cool things that we can add to my game once I'm done tonight. Vehicles and crafting, I think, is, like, one of the last couple of things we need to add to the game before I'm done with the prototype. I guess a day-night cycle is another thing I'm going to be adding. But, that's easy. That's easy stuff right there. I do have to decide how long each day and night is going to be. And that changes based on planets. But what's the galactic time standard going to be, you know? I may have to look to fiction and kind of understand how they do it in different galaxies and such. For example, like Star Wars, how do they handle time? Is it still based on a 24-hour clock? Is it, you know, based on something more standard like a 30-hour clock? where you rotate your sleeping schedule or whatever, you know? Like, I don't know how I'm going to handle that in my game just yet. But once I figure that out, it'll be a good time. And maybe that's a great use of AI right there, is asking it which would make more sense to utilize. Not that I'm like a huge fan of using AI for everything, but realistically, I don't know what I would choose, and I don't know what humanity would choose when we do become an interstellar species where we are traveling stars very often, you know, like, are we going to say, oh yeah, since we come from Earth, we're going to keep our 24-hour standard? Okay, well, what if we met aliens and they use a different standard to us? Like, would we change our standard over to days, or would they go, okay, well, that's 10 human days or 12 alien days or whatever. I don't know. You know, I gotta figure out how that's gonna look. That's a really interesting thought process, though. There's not a whole lot to show you guys in terms of the game, though. That's one thing about it. Right now, it's just, well, it's just gray. It's a whole bunch of gray. But, it exists. There's a light, so you guys can actually see, but, there's not, like, any color to it. And I'm gonna be adding color. Hopefully soon, within the next month. We'll see. More color, more shape. That's the big thing. With it being prototyping, it's just like capsules, cubes, and spheres. That's kind of my thing right now. But, so it's very flat. When we get into the next stage, it's about like, okay, it's no longer... I need to add some differentiation just for my own sake because there's so much. If it were a much smaller game, I would be able to continue on doing what I'm doing, but because there's so many new features that I have to add, and right now they're only puddle deep, but the deeper you go, the more features you add within features, which causes even more differentiation needed. Yeah, right now we're at puddle deep, and I wanted to be in over my head with some of these features, like being able to be a mechanic or a farmer or things like that, which the farming will actually happen in the next phase as well. We'll be doing soil simulations, which is like the least but most interesting thing at the same exact time. I might actually have to talk to like farmers to see if I can understand how they go about farming and what they think farming would look like in the future, maybe. I don't know. Boop. How much more do we got? Okay, I was about to say, I think it's almost time to dig more sand, but I wasn't 100% certain. Okay. It is also night, so I should probably sleep. I should also clean up my inventory just a smidge more. I realize I have wheat in my inventory, and I don't need it. Not right now, anyway. Boop. Oh, oh, I want that still. I was gonna put away my gunpowder though. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's a faster way to do this, because we have a lot of sand here, and if I can get a quarter of this done, which is where I'm almost at, like if I could get all the way over to here and then clear out all the sand, then we can actually just start the digging process. And if we start the digging process, that'll be good. It's just a matter of, can we get close enough to do that? And I don't know. I don't know is the answer. Oh, this is a big project, because the thing is, we're not just digging out. Yeah, I can go back into first person. The thing is, we're not just digging out the area, like, we're also... I'm out of torches. We're gonna have to terraform after it's all said and done, too, and that's all gonna be underwater as well. And I won't have that drained, so I don't know what that's gonna take for me to do. Okay, boop, boop. I will say, tomorrow's stream is going to probably be up in the air. And I don't know what was up, but I had a hard time falling asleep last night. I got in bed really late. My brother and I, we ended up watching something, and it was like 3 a.m. by the time we finally got wrapped up, or finally wrapped that all up. And then I got in bed. I just couldn't fall asleep. It was finally about 5 a.m. that I finally did drift off, but it was like too late, you know? Oh well. It is what it is. Alright. I'm also tired today, if you guys couldn't tell. But that's about normal. Oh shoot. I forgot, my video came out. When did that come out? A little over an hour ago. That's okay. Yeah, there's a new video out, by the way, guys. I forgot to ping Discord because I forgot it came out. I'll do that after stream. But, Q&A video for, 700 subs. Yay. We're already almost at 800. Like, we're at 740 something, I think. So, it won't be long. It won't be long. Okay. Just gotta take it slow. Although I'm out of torches. I need more. More torches. More torches is all I need. Or we could do buttons if I could get... I mean, when I start mining the stone, I'll get a lot of stone, which I could turn into buttons. And those would break sand. The only thing about torches is it takes coal. And I don't have, like, a ton of coal, so... You know, it would be probably more beneficial, I suppose, to have, other means. I'm also out of water now. I have to get up and get some more. I actually don't have any in my room right now either. That bottle ran out. this morning and I forgot to refill. That is what it is, though. Okay. It's also really hot. Oh my goodness. I'm just like realizing all these things all at once. I've been so busy today, I didn't even know. Okay, well, that is okay. I will finish up this load of sand and then I'll go down and grab some water. And hopefully I'll remember to open the window around then too. It's bearable right now though, I think. Hopefully. Oops. Thank you. Oh. Okay, come on. Come on, King. You can do it. There you go. This is by far the most entertaining thing anyone has ever seen. Sand. Come on. There you go. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there was at one point in time a version of Minecraft. And it allowed you to make a mending and infinity bow. You have both at once. That was a really cool time. I forget when they removed it. It was, I don't remember. But there was a very short period of time where you could do that. So if you ever run into somebody with a really old Forever World, if they've been around long enough, there's a chance that they have a mending and infinity bow. Which is just so OP, but it's awesome. This is like infuriating how slow this is. Is there like a quicker way we could do this sand? I'm trying to think. If we do this, would this really be any faster though? I don't know if it would be or not. I seriously doubt it would be faster. It's gonna take a lot more passes to do. That's loud. Okay. Somebody's got a subwoofer going, dude. What the heck? Come on. There you go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that way. We'll just keep this up. It's progress, but it's slow. And patience is really hard right now. Okay. Lag spike. That was me. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna turn down the chunks down to 12. Not because I need to, but because it's hot. And I really don't want to be sweating a puddle, in all honesty. What are we working on right now? I am working on my mega build, which is currently draining an ocean. But I'm going to be draining it, I'm going to be digging down to bedrock, and then I need to put a massive dome on it and terraform the ocean floor. And then hopefully I can reflood the area with water and it'll be alright. We'll see though. We'll see. This is faster than sponges, very cool. I wouldn't say, I don't know if it would be faster or not. If you had a lot of sponges, sure. Sponges would be faster, but I don't know if I could get the amount of sponges I need to keep it efficient. I feel like it would be pretty slow. Because you'd have to get up, go to the nether over and over and over again. Although that being said, I always have to get up and get more sand over and over again. But I think I'm clearing out a larger area of sand. I don't know. Sponges would be more fun, that's for sure. Also, hello Ethan and hello Mr. McBroke. I appreciate you both popping in. Ocean base, yeah, ocean base. It's a big one. It's a big one. I think the whole build is 129 by 129. But yeah, once I build the dome, it will be filled with a city. And so we're gonna put like a giant, we're gonna put skyscrapers essentially into these domes. And the only way I could get the dome to be big enough without going out of the water was to dig down to bedrock. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, give me that. Thank you. Also, it is nighttime. We've got enough sand, or we have just a little bit of sand left, so I'll take this time. Quickly finish the sand before we go sleep. And after once I finish the sand, I'll actually take a short break because I need to go get some water. And I might also open the window during that because it's burning up in here. Okay. It's a little laggy. I'm thinking it's on my side though, because my TPS hasn't dropped a little bit. The internet lag hasn't jumped up either, really. Probably my computer's getting a little toasty for whatever reason. We're just playing Minecraft, that's all we're doing, but you know. Computers, am I right? They just do their own thing. That was a puffer fish. Okay. I'm going to be, like, right back. It should be quick. And what I am going to do is just kind of look at that thing right there. Look at that. I don't know why, but ocean mining is more efficient than regular mining early game. Really? I didn't know that. I've never done it before. Well, actually, okay. I've done it in caves, like, aquifers. The, those ocean caves, they have, they do have a higher chance to spawn ores. And it's because, water doesn't count as an air block, and ore has less of a chance of spawning next to air. So if all the sides are covered up, then there's a high chance that there's going to be ore there. So you actually do have a pretty good chance about finding like diamonds and such, or spawn more with that area. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I just need to go grab some water, and I'll see you guys right after that. So just sit tight. I'll see you soon. Oh boy, it's hot in here. Yeah, I'll be back. I promise. Give me a sec. I open this window. It is toasty. The rest of my house is kind of not like cool, but it's comfortable. This is not. Okay. Plus, a lot of people don't know that, making it more efficient and giving some more orders. That's true. Yeah, if you're on a server, you won't see like very many people mining in the oceans because, well, you know, it's a little more annoying unless you bring a door, but most people don't even think about it. But yeah, a lot of people don't even go ocean mining or aquifer mining, and so you miss out on like all those sweet ores. So, but if you hit all the caves around spawn, they're dry because people have, you know, mined them clean. So, it's actually a really good strategy to find more ores, especially on servers. I hate strip mining. I really do. So I try not to even strip mine if I can avoid it. I try not to do anything too repetitious, but I end up inevitably picking out base concepts that are very, very repetitious. Hello, Emerald. Welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going? Let me get you some shout outs here. Boop. How was your stream, dude? Admiral's got me. Thank you, dude. I appreciate ya. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow Emerald's Ace. They were on the SMP just a couple minutes ago. Is the sorting system coming along pretty good? I've been lurking in a couple of the streams lately, and I've seen you working on it, but I have no clue how close it is to being complete, really. Oh. Okay, there we go. Sand. Sand. Stream was good. Finished up a super cool Minecraft puzzle map, and then we worked on the computer. It's coming great. Redstone is almost done, then the massive facade to hide it all. Oh, let's go. That's exciting, dude. That's really exciting. You're gonna have to show me. You have to show me it sometime when it's finished. I'd love to come take a peek. I have been working on this. It's still nowhere near done. I got Netherite today. That's about the only other thing. But yeah, that's been the extent of my gameplay today. So you guys haven't missed a whole lot of anything. Also, Emerald, if you need to head out, get some rest, do any of the post-stream things, please feel free to do so. I appreciate the raid as always. And again, chat, if you guys haven't already, be sure to follow Emerald's Ace. Great streamer. I do lurk over there a lot. Usually doing something else, but I really do get a couple of laughs even when I'm sitting there lurking, because I'm like, I'll be just working on, like, recently it's been game development stuff. But I'll hear you say something, or you're up to something like on a Minecraft map, or you're talking to somebody else at some moment, and I'll giggle sometimes hearing whatever's going on. It's fun. It's fun. Let's see. If I do remember, there is a more powerful poison on Bedrock. I actually don't know anything about that. I don't use Bedrock very often, so I wouldn't know much about that actually, Mr. Broke. Clearing out all that water. If you need help, I believe there's a flying machine to clear out ocean water chunks. There is, and I'm thinking I probably should use it because this is big. It's really big, but I'm also lazy, so I gotta think about it. But I might, I might have to. Have awesome stream. Can't wait to see what you build. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. How do I say your name? That soft G, a hard G? I don't know. Guyness, maybe? It may not even be that. G, could be. No, Depends on what the X is supposed to mean. Well, come on in. I hope you're doing well. Regardless of how your name is pronounced. I don't know how to pronounce either. That's okay. That's okay. You know, nothing wrong with that. But I remember it's fatal poison. I've never heard of that before. Is that like, oh, that's okay. Is that like, Huh, I've never heard of that one before. Yeah, I don't play Bedrock like hardly at all, so I'm not familiar with all the small things that they've got. I know there's a lot of like weird differences between Bedrock and Java, but I don't know most of them. It kills on like poison. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it's kind of like the withering effect. That's kind of neat. Withering is cool. The only complaint I have about the wither effect is you can't see your hearts like at all. It's very annoying. And I wish Mojang would update the textures on that so that we don't have to do texture packs to make it bearable. That's all I want. That's all I want, Mojang. Please. The game drops would actually, unironically, be a good time for them to incorporate some of that, because that's quality of life. That's like one change. And I seriously doubt the community would hate the developers over that. Okay, we're almost... How much more do we got here? I will say tonight, I'll look into the flying machine. I don't know if I'll build it, but I will look into it. If it ends up being something that's like, oh yeah, that's definitely worth my time, then yeah, we'll build it, but... We may be at the point now where it's kind of like, is it worth your time? I don't know. I do need more sand if I'm going to do that, though. Because I don't have as much sand as I need. Which is probably part of the problem in how long this is taking. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other tasks that we need to do today as well. I did want to build a shop, because I told you guys I would during the next Twitch SMP stream, and then I haven't done it. Because I didn't stream on Tuesday like I planned. But... I had a couple of people ask me to build Steve's lava chicken, and I was gonna do it, but I have not even touched the design of that. I got one step of the way. I was working on the note block jingle, and that's as far as I've been there. But I do want to do more, because I think it would be really sick. Very much useless tip. Slime balls are used in flying machine. This is true. That is very true. I don't know, has anyone built a slime farm in the server? I don't think I've actually run into anybody with a slime farm. I know we have some people who have had honey farms, so I may have to substitute slime for honey for our flying machines. But I don't know. I don't have the patience to build a farm on stream. But yeah, I could make a slime farm. It's just like I'm not good at doing farms while live because I get impatient and then I do it the wrong way. Which you know, isn't ideal. Using an ally and a potion of oozing. Never mind. I did forget about potion of oozing. That is a thing. But yeah, I would probably do it with a slime chunk if I was gonna do it. Doesn't work? Oh, really? Did they patch it? Was there like a glitch of some sort, maybe? Also, it turned night quick. Let me just come over here really fast. Needs an entity to die to spawn slimes. Yeah. I thought there was like some sort of exploit with allies and potions of oozing, but yeah, something has to die in order to do it. I've seen some people use like silverfish. Because there's also like a potion of infestation, so you make an infestation, and then you take the infestation and you hit them with the potion of oozing, and then like there's a whole cycle there. I've seen those farms before. Those are kind of cool. But it's a lot of work when I don't want to sit there and brew potions, in all honesty. Wait, you can't modify a silverfish farm? Like, are you talking about the spawners at the strongholds? You could modify those, or you could do like what I was saying with the. You take like a general purpose mob farm, let's say, and throw infestation potion on there. Then take the silverfish that spawn from that, let them infest some stone. And then so long as the stone breaks, and then immediately you put the potion on the group, then you kill them, and then boom, more slime. You could use an ally. Don't allies only pick up items? Like, they don't use them. I guess you could use them as a collection source, though. Oof. Ally can't drown. That is true. So you're thinking like drown the silverfish kind of deal? You could do that. I was thinking more using like a sweeping edge sword, because for some reason I wanted to say you had to kill, like it has to be a player kill in order to make the mob spawn from infestation and slime. It's been a while since that came out, well, it came out not that long ago, but in my head it feels like it came out forever ago. Just gotta run this line over here really quick. And the potion of infestation only spawns silverfish when an entity gets damaged. I see, okay. That makes sense. Okay, I'm following your line of thought there. Yeah, you could probably build a cool farm doing that then. I don't know. I've never experimented with those potions too much because you have to keep on top of actually having those potions, but it's not a terrible idea, that's for sure. Ava, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. What's up, dude? I am doing not much. It's really hot. It's really, really hot. I have to keep my window open right now, but I'm just draining this area here, and we're almost done with a quarter of it. As soon as I'm done with this quarter, we're going to be doing some digging, and that's going to be so much more fun than sand placing. But I've had a pretty good day today. I kind of want to pull up my game and show you guys what I've been working on. But, I also kind of want to keep it a little more secret, because I'm actually going to make a video about it. Not soon, but soon. If that makes any sense whatsoever, I don't know. But, I've been working on a game the last 2 or 3 days, and it's turning out pretty decent. I'm excited. I'm really, really, really excited. Same, it's super hot here too in Maryland. Oh, you're in Maryland. Okay. I'm the neighbor to your west. I'm in West Virginia. Not too far, actually. Boop. Let's see. Cajun Alley, give the infestation effect, drown the alley, put potion of oozing on silverfish. That seems easy, but I'm pretty sure that is hard to do. In theory, it's very easy. I've not had like a great deal of luck with alleys in general. I hate them. They're like one of the most obnoxious mobs to wrangle, it feels like. But to make a good farm, it might be worth it. I don't know. Well, I like Virginia. Virginia has some pretty cool places. There's some pretty cool places out and about. Maryland is pretty cool. I used to live there, actually. I lived there for a couple of years. I remember it was the year... I'm gonna disconnect so that the server can restart. It was gonna kick me anyway, but I might as well wait. When I was moving away from Maryland, it was the year that really bad snowstorm came through. It was probably 2013, 2014. I don't remember. But it was like really, really deep snow. And we decided that we were gonna move halfway across the country to the Midwest during that. That was a good time, solid time. What could go wrong kind of deal, you know? Seems like it's up again, okay. That was fun though. Maryland has a lot of cool places. There's a lot of cool places out that way. Maryland hasn't had any good snow since 2016. Dang, it's been a while. We haven't had very much snow out this way either. There's a place I've been to in Maryland. Pretty sure it was Maryland. Let me double check it. I slept on the way there and I kind of forgot. Let me double check where it was before I say its name though. I went there somewhat recently. Yep. Wisp Resort. They have like the skis and they have snow tubing. That's what we went and did. I went there like 3 years ago or something like that. That was fun. Maybe it was only 2 years. I don't know. It was a good time though. I've been out that way. I would love to go skiing sometime. So I may have to try. But yeah, it was all fake snow the day we went, but it was actually really hot too. It was supposed to be, you know, a cold January day, and for whatever reason it was like 40 degrees out there. I say that like that's hot, but for the winter time when you're dressing for it to be freezing, you know, that was it was a pleasant surprise, but it was a little unpleasant because we were all wearing coats, long sleeves, and double layered pants, and no, none of that was necessary. Could have gotten by in a short sleeve. Let's see. I need a little bit more sand. One of my friends went there. Honestly, I pretty much never leave my house, so in my opinion, Maryland is kind of boring. That's so fair, though. Okay, I don't even have any judgment there. I don't leave my house very often either, and right now I'm really happy about that. I won't lie to you guys. I'm a hermit. I am a very big hermit, but it's worth it right now. I've been able to get so much more work done than ever. I don't know, I felt really good the last week or two just doing things. It's felt nice. But yeah, I don't blame you one bit for saying your state is pretty boring. It's not when you're only at home, I guess it's, you know, it's why is there water? Bruh. Okay. Well, anyway. I'm trying to think what else I did while I was in Maryland. When we lived there, one thing we used to do was we would go over a state to, go over to, shoot. They have no sales tax, and I just forgot their name. Delaware? Yeah. Yeah, we'd go over to Delaware, and we would go shopping there because they had no sales tax when we lived there in Maryland. Which meant it was actually cheaper to go shopping out of state for us. Which was a fun little thing that we would frequently go do. My mom made her shopping trips count, especially back then. It was like, okay, we're going once a month kind of deal. Nothing wrong with that either, honestly. That was kind of nice. Had some crazy stuff happen here, I bet. I bet. You know... I'm trying to remember when I lived there, we didn't have like a ton of crazy things happen, but I was also so young. I would have been like 8 years old, 8, 9 years old when I think when we left. So, maybe even 10. So I hardly remember most of it. But, in the Midwest, it was really interesting. There was a lot of stupid things happening over there. Oh man. I don't miss that place. The Midwest, it was fine enough for a little bit. But I don't think I would go back. Well, I don't know. Maybe I would, but it wasn't bad, it just wasn't for me. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Java Edition's skeletons are like Stormtrooper and Bedrock, they the 360 no-scope players. That's true. That is 100% true. Bedrock, for no reason, is like infinitely harder than Java, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. I just don't know why the developers choose to make it difficult. Like, the Wither is harder intentionally. The hunger system on Bedrock is stupid. And, like, I don't understand why they designed it the way they did, but they did. Skeletons actually, like, never miss on Bedrock. Even when, by all means, they should. It's like the arrow has heat-seeking capabilities, which is kind of scary. But you do have crossplay, which is kind of nice. That is one thing I really like about Bedrock, is the ability to start a server instantaneously. You don't have to, like, go through this whole process of loading up the correct software. It lets you start it. And I really wish Java would add a way to do that by default into the game. You can do it with Essential. And I do have Essential, but I don't utilize it, really. I actually only ever use it when I'm playing Twitch SMP, and that's because it came with my mod pack that I installed for it. But I really wish Java would add by default like a start server button where you could start your own server from the main menu. So when you press open the LAN, there's also another button that says like open to friends or something like that. But there's probably a whole bunch of issues with that they can't do. And it probably has to do with port forwarding, but I don't know how Essential does it without requiring port forwarding, so I don't know. I'll think about that. Okay, Wither got doubled HP and has another move that breaks everything in its path. Well, and doesn't it also, like, have lightning strikes and it spawns, Wither skeletons? Like, it's actually broken. Like, I don't know why they're like, ah, yes, Bedrock Edition, home of Pocket Edition players. We'll take the hardest boss in the game and we'll make it even harder. Admittedly, there's only like 2 bosses in the game anyway, but the Wither isn't really hard in Java either. I mean, there's easy ways to cheese it. If you fight it one-on-one in a fair fight, it's actually somewhat difficult, but it's not hard. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Thea, hello. Welcome. Swiftu, welcome in. How was your stream, dude? Can we get a shout-out for Swiftu? Admiral, if you're there. Literally a bunch of homeless people camped in the woods behind our house. We had a fire behind our house in the woods last week, and our neighbors blew off their arm, and that's not... What the heck? That's insane. That's insane, wow. Maryland does get kind of crazy, Ava. Yo, make sure to refresh streams chat. I think you need to do that for views to count. You would do that for, like, if you were trying to like count towards partner and stuff, yeah, that would remove the referral tag. That counts you as a raider. But you don't have to do that to be counted as like an average viewer or anything like that. But I appreciate that. Hello, Swifty. Welcome on in. How was your stream, dude? I'm going to get you a shout out here in a second. But what were you up to? Well, I know what you were up to. Were you still up to that? Shout out Swifty. You guys have already, though. Be sure to follow Swifty. They were last doing some just chatting. They were actually going over the some of the Twitch SMP applications. You saw all of them? GG, dude. GG. I haven't gone through all of them myself. I've watched most of them. But I haven't seen every single one yet. So I need to go through myself, and then I need to make up my list of my picks on who I would invite to the server and throw my vouchers out their way. But we'll see. I don't, it's hard to pick just a couple, and I know I have a tendency to want to pick a lot of people. But I would like, I honestly think the server could utilize having like 20 new players, but I don't know how many applications we have. I don't know how many people in those numbers are I don't know how many of those people are quality applicants and such, so I've got to look into all that. But I'm gonna try to keep my picks to 10 or under. That's the big thing. If I can keep it under 10, I feel like that's at least okay. Hello, ONG. Welcome on in. What you have here right now? I have a base, or what will become a base. This is my Twitch SMP base, and all the main stuff is over there right now, but I'm trying to drain out this area, and I'm going to dig it down to bedrock, and then I'm going to create a dome a dome of glass to keep the water from getting back in, and then I'm going to flood it and terraform around it. That way it looks somewhat decent, but I need it to be down to bedrock in order to make my city. My city is going to be inside of the dome, and it will, it's going to be like an actual proper skyscraper city, so it'll be interesting. Bedrock having deadly bugs and has now hardcore. Java Edition still not as hard as Bedrock. Yeah, hardcore mode on Bedrock was a choice when you still have random death bugs. That's fun. That's really fun. I saw every single one. It took 3 hours to watch 38 apps. We have 38. Okay, 38. I know on average they've been about a minute to 2 minutes long. Some people have had longer applications, and some people have had way shorter. So it's probably somewhere in that happy medium of 1 to 2 minutes per application. But I'm gonna watch them tonight, maybe after stream. I don't know. It's tough. I've been promising a lot of things after stream. I've been working on my game, and I'm really excited about that. And so I'm probably gonna be working on that and not the things I keep telling you I'm gonna work on. So that's probably gonna be more game dev stuff. We'll see though. Do you guys want to see the game? I'll show it to you guys. I was kind of hanging on to it, but I'm kind of wanting to show you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It'll probably be coming out in a devlog as well, so you'll actually be able to see it, and I'll talk through my process later. But do you guys want to see the game? Let's see. There's 1 hour left. I'd say about 25 to 30 quality apps. Okay. Hello, Lady E. Good to see you, dude. Hope everything's going good. Ads are gonna be starting soon, guys. I'll wait until after the ads to do the game showcase. YouTube. I need to read YouTube chat as well. Also 3, 6 to 7 minutes ones. I do remember seeing a couple of really long ones, like 7 minutes. So yeah, it was a little long. For real, also someone paraglided and landed in a kids park illegally across from our neighborhood. What? That's impressive. What the heck? Wow. That's crazy. Like, I don't know. Wow. We don't have that issue where I'm at because we've got mountains everywhere and huge trees. I live out in the middle of nowhere. So we don't have paragliders, but landing in a kids park is insane. Yeah, they did it more than once. We had to call the police on them. Wow. Why would you do it more than once? Like, okay, maybe once, maybe even twice, because it's like, okay, maybe you just needed to be able to land somewhere, and there was no other place for some reason. But why are you picking a children's park to land your like, that's dangerous. Not just for the kids, but also for the glider, like... All it takes is one kid or one stray ball or a frisbee, and somebody's gonna get hurt. And, that's awful. And some people just don't stop to think about those things, but to me, that's like... I don't know, I can't help but think about other people. That's not to, like, put myself up on a pedestal or anything. Like, I'm not trying to do that, but... People are high up on my list of like, oh yeah, I care about people. I want them to succeed in life. I want to see them thrive. They're always in my head. Everything I do is for people. Very rarely is something just for me. Like, right now, the game I'm making, that's for me. That's for me, like, 100%. You know, I've had the idea since I was 8 years old, so it's been 12 years since I had the idea initially. It's for me to make that game now. Like, that's why I'm doing it. So, you know, very rarely is anything else, though, just for me. It's like, usually it's like, okay, like, for example, this content stuff that I'm making, that's for you guys. That's all for you guys. I enjoy it. I really do. But, couldn't really begin to even justify the amount of time I spend doing it if it weren't for the fact that somebody out there enjoys it, you know? Yeah, I have so many crazy stories, and also that's nice. You're a really good person. I try to be. I'm not perfect by any means, but I can really pretend. Thank you for spending your taxes, Swifty. I appreciate that. How much more time do we have on ads? They're almost over. YouTube, but just so you guys are aware, I stream on Twitch as well, and they get ads because Twitch, yay. But unfortunately they get ads, so I try not to do anything too important while those are going on. It looks like they're done though, so I'm going to swap gears for a second. I want to show you guys the game I've been working on. It's very rudimentary. There's no color to it. It's been in my head for a while, and I'm really excited about the game. And I've only been working on it for a couple of days, so like it's not like it's gonna be earth-shattering when you guys see it. I'm scared to show you guys. I showed you, I think yesterday I showed chat, but it was nowhere near this level that it is today. So I think you guys will like it, hopefully. Okay. I need Okay, I'm scared. Need to add a window capture. Let's do a whole display, why not? Okay. Gonna come down here. Boop. And then YouTube, I'm also going to add a display for you guys. Okay. This is gonna look interesting. I don't know how it's gonna look on YouTube side. There we go. Okay. This is my game so far. So you're gonna be able to see up in the top left, sort of. It's gonna be a little hard to see because it's small. I can't change the size of the debug screen right now, and I'm not actually. Hang on, can I run it the other way? I'm not gonna risk it yet. Just let me hide that really quick. I don't want to dox myself. I don't want to dox myself, but I'm gonna just set current. Nope, still didn't work. Okay. That's fine. Well, I didn't dox myself at least. F6. F6, there we go. Okay, so this is the game so far. So in the top left corner, you have known NPCs. If I just close that out, and you can see I've got this toggleable thing. You'll see what that is in a second. So if I walk into this cube, I think this is apples. If I press E, yep, I've got an apple. Now I've got 2 apples. Now I've got 3, okay? Now, this is Reginald. He's my first NPC I made. And if I just stand in front of him and press E, in the top left it says, Reginald says, "Hey there, nice to see you again. Come back later, I might have something to show you." And you can just press that as many times as you want. But if I step away, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wonder what NPCs I've met. Unfortunately, I don't have the UI set up correctly, but it says known NPCs, and underneath it says Reginald. And then if I talk to the character labeled Mom, she says things, but it's really hard to see around the UI because I've, again, not set it up properly. But boom, now I know the NPC called Mom. And I've set it up so that every character could actually be named the same thing, but the backend will still separate them as different characters because they have their own unique IDs. So the next step is I'm adding crafting because I've added an inventory, and then I'm gonna add a vehicle, I think, after that, and we'll basically have everything we need in order for the game to enter the next phase of development. But this is what I've got so far. It's not anything like super pretty. If I come out to the edge, you can see my physics. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Okay, there's the edge. As you can see, there's people, and I'm falling. So I do have gravity. I just don't have a jump key yet. So yeah, that's the game so far. It's nothing like crazy. By no means is it gonna like win any awards in its current state, but it doesn't need to. It's a step, and I've been working on it for a couple of days, so I'm really happy with how far it's come. I'm hoping to keep working on it in like the next couple of months, really. If I can get it to the point where it's not gonna like have a open alpha, I don't think. I'll do an open beta, but that's like prototype right there. That's not even an alpha level. My hope is that I can take that and turn it into something, though. It's just a place where I'm testing different features, going into some different depths. The NPC is going to have a lot of work done to it. Like, that's not how I want NPCs to function right now. But it is a placeholder until I can get a little deeper into their mechanics. It's gonna be really interesting. I can't wait. But yeah, that's the game so far. I'm gonna be doing a devlog as soon as I finish prototype 1, which is just the first basis, the absolute basics of the game, which for my game would be relatively expansive, but this is like the basics of the basics. It's not even like, oh yeah, here's what I'm thinking for the crafting system. It's like, no, the crafting system is just gonna be a button that you press and it crafts it. It's not gonna like have a specialized window where you do any special things. It's not gonna have like a fancy timer system where it takes a certain amount of time to craft things. It's like, it's gonna be instantaneous, but it will take your items. And I'm gonna just try to find ways to like make the system fun. I don't know what a fun crafting system is gonna look like yet for our game. Good start for sure. Oh, absolutely. It's by no means pretty. Like I said, it is not pretty. But it does exist. And if I pull up my checklist, I can actually tell you guys a little bit more about what I did today. Because I forgot what I did. It's in this one. I spent about 3 hours working on the game today. That's not bad. So I have Git, which just lets me control the version. So every time I update the game and change code, I can always revert it back if I need to. Really great if you break something. I've not done it yet, but I know I'm going to eventually. I've set up a basic terrain just for testing. You guys saw that. Set up the player so you can look around with your mouse movement and WASD. Got an NPC with very, very, very simple dialogue, an inventory with the ability to pick up things, and then I set up a placeholder family member. And so there's like a tag. I actually have a tag system sort of set up. It's not perfect yet, but I'm going to expand upon it for different factions and things, which will later tie into the NPC's customization system. So when you actually are making your own NPCs for the game, you can tag it and then it'll interact with the game in certain ways. So like, for example, with the family, there's actually a family tag and it changes the dialogue options over to it changes all the dialogue options over to family options. So next up is going to be crafting for sure. After that, I might add consumables, but I don't know what that would look like yet. So I've got to consider what I want to do with that. But I really want to add a vehicle. That's a big one for me. So, oh, that was a thema. I didn't even see a thema. I feel a little bit bad. My bad. But yeah. Omnia. That's Omnia for you all. I don't know what's coming next. Like, outside of what I mentioned, like, that's kind of where we're at. I've got a very, very basic idea of where the whole game is going. But I'm excited. Hello, Zen. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And for those of you who know a little bit more about Omnia, do you have like a feature that you're like really hyped about that I haven't like even mentioned yet? It will be coming. I promise. I just don't know when. And also, if you tell me what that feature is, I might fast track it. But that's just like a small little secret. That's all. Combat. That's actually coming soon. I'm gonna be adding some very basic NPCs who you can fight, but I don't know how I'm going to achieve that just yet. It may just be a simple, like, oh yeah, press E to kill enemy, and then, like, it hurts them, and you hit it 5 times, it kills them. It might be that simple early on, and that would be the equivalent of a punch. But, gunplay is exciting to me, and so I'm hoping that we can kind of get into that a little bit. Getting some different weapons and those doing different damages, and I've already learned a little bit about creating enemies in video games. There's the thing we have called the golden triangle, and I learned this from Thor from Pirate Software. He was talking about it. He's like, in game dev, you have this golden triangle for enemies, and you never, ever, ever break this rule. And so, what you do is you set up the enemy to have 2 of these 3 traits. It can have up to 2, but it can never have all 3. Well, there is one exception where you have all 3. So it either has... there's a triangle where it's like, okay, this is your strength, this is your toughness, and this is your speed. This is not a good triangle. There we go. So you've got strength, toughness, speed. And, like, you can have 2, but you can't have all 3. Or you could even have just 1. But you can't have all 3 because that would break the balance. It's just not fun to fight a enemy that has all 3 all at the same time. The only exception to that rule is an enemy that you're not supposed to fight. An enemy that you're not supposed to fight, for example, would be the Warden. It is relatively fast. It's not perfectly fast. You can still run away from it. But it's not perfectly fast. It's it's pretty fast. It's definitely tough, and it's very, very strong. But it's not supposed to be something you're supposed to fight. So it doesn't necessarily... It breaks the rule, but it's for the same reason of why you have the rule. It's to keep the game fun. These are enemies that you avoid. You don't have to kill them to progress. You have to... You're actually encouraged to not kill them. You're supposed to go away from them. So I've learned a lot about game development principles, and especially that one, because it's like, that was really important that I wanted to know, and it came in at just the right moment, because I was wondering, like, how I was going to tackle it. And then my YouTube recommended showed me Pirate Software's video about the Golden Triangle, and I was like, oh, I'm set. Easy. Easy peasy. Hello, Johnny boy. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for submitting your taxes. And thank you for the stretches. Get stretching here a little bit. Goodness. I'm gonna try to get this quadrant finished with the sand placement. I may decide that, like, I don't want to do anything after that. Like, I don't even want to remove the sand. But I could do that off stream. But, sorry, I gotta crack the other side. It's really hot. It's really, really, really hot today. What was I saying? Right, I may try to finish all the sand placement today. I don't know. It is a long way to go, and it is already 8:35, but... I don't know, we'll see. We will see. I don't want to make, like, a bunch of promises, that I can't keep. But I do want to do a lot of things. The average Twitch SMP app is 2 minutes 31 seconds. The shortest Twitch SMP app is 24 seconds. The longest Twitch SMP app is 7 minutes and 41. And to watch them all straight with no stopping, it would take 1 hour and 38 minutes. Dang, you did some number crunching. Okay. That's not a bad length. That's really not bad. That is going to take a little bit of time. But for my purposes, I may not even watch all of them all the way through. This is in no way meant to offend anybody. But there are some applications that were so long and so boring. That I don't feel like I need to watch them. But that's not to say they're bad. It's just they're not my cup of tea, and they're not. There wasn't a whole lot of thought put into them before they were made. They were just made, which is one of them. I understood why it was as long as it was. There was one that was submitted, and the reason why it was as long as it was because they wanted you to get an idea of what a stream would be like, so they made it longer intentionally, which was actually a neat idea. I don't remember much about it outside of that. There's a biome that was like a version of the Mushroom Island, like where it doesn't spawn mobs. There is like in ancient cities, and is it even just the Deep Dark in general? Deep Dark biome. It doesn't spawn mobs. That one's pretty nice. Yeah, someone told me they cleaned their entire apartment during the 7-minute app. That's insane. What the heck? GG's. Yeah, there were a couple of applications that were a little long. I'm thinking, when this wave of applicants comes out and we choose our final people, I may throw out just like a word of advice to everybody in the general chat and tell them like, hey, don't give up, but these are some things I noticed that generally could be worked upon. Because I do want as many people to be able to hop into Twitch SMP as possible. And I want everybody to have a chance to prove that they do belong here. And the best way to do that is to have them in. And if they play and they show that, yeah, I'm a good person to have in the server, then they've proven themselves. But it's hard to take a chance on somebody when applications aren't... They're not as good as I know they can make them. I feel like a lot of the applications I saw, not all of them, but a couple of the applications I saw, a lot of them anyway, came from people who... And this is true about streamers, this is true about video creators, this is true about game designers. This is true about anybody that says something is their dream. It's all well and good to say it, but you haven't shown me it. And I felt like that was a big thing with a lot of applications I've seen with Twitch SMP, with MCC Rising, with people who say that they want to be a big streamer or YouTuber, people who want to be a game developer. I mean, I say it. I say all the time, like, oh yeah, I'd really love to make my game, and then I never did anything with it. That's why I finally started doing something recently, is because I was sick of being a hypocrite. Like, it's all well and good to say that you want something, but at some point in time, you gotta show me. Otherwise, I'm not going to believe you. Or I'm going to go, well, you might want it, but this person showed me that they want it, and that means they probably want it more. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Some people genuinely do want it, and they just struggle with making videos and such. Unfortunately, with streamers and such, that is the problem you'll run into, and that's why, like, in my opinion, like, I think it was a good thing to have video applications this time around for Twitch SMP, because we were looking for people who were willing to sit down and make a video, because that shows some amount of commitment more than filling out an application form. Plus, it allows all the members to actually take a chance and look at everybody and say, hey, this person looks pretty cool. I think I'd vibe with them. It's a really cool process to be able to go through video applications. But on a streamer server, where a lot of people are streamers and not video creators, it does put streamers into a weird position. If I didn't already make videos, I probably would not be able to make a good video application. Because I'd be a little awkward trying to figure it out. But I think ultimately you'll find probably better content creators in general through video applications, because you're willing to throw yourself on the line if you've never done video creation before, and there's just a generally good chance that you actually do want to grow as a creator in some regard, if you do make videos, because the truth is, to grow on Twitch is to grow on other platforms. That's like the best way to grow on Twitch. I can only think of a handful of people who have grown on Twitch exclusively. And most of them, and this is not to discredit them, but most of them have received that due to the time they were streaming, the communities that they were able to get plugged into because of the times that they stream, and the content that they were streaming. For example, if you started Minecraft hardcore content back in like 2021, 2022, and you just played hardcore pretty much all the time, you'd get into some of the really cool circles. And I'm not discrediting them. You still had to have talent to stream to get noticed by some of those people, and then for those people that keep coming back and giving you raids and such. There's actually a phenomenal group of people in the Minecraft hardcore community. But you don't have to make videos if you're within that community, because it's a very tight-knit community, and as long as you're a good creator, to a certain degree, if you're a good enough streamer, you'll grow relatively quickly there. And that's not to say to anyone that hasn't grown in that space that you're a bad streamer. Let me clarify that before somebody says, well, King said I'm a bad streamer. That's not what I'm saying. It just means you've got a little more ways to go, and that's okay. Let's see. Let me catch up on stream, though. The most repetitive thing I saw was I'm a builder, so I should be in Twitch SMP, and then had no other reasons. Yeah. I feel like if you're gonna say that, the big thing is you need to show that you're a strong builder. Not that you just build and that you built this cool house or this cool building for your application, but show us that you can build a lot of cool things and a wide range of things, and maybe a plan for what you're wanting to build. That's one thing I did really like about your application, Swiftu, was you showed off some of your plans. It wasn't just talking about your plans, you actually showed us, like, oh yeah, this is a thing I'm intending to build on the server. So I think you had the right idea, at least. There were a lot of applications I saw where it was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm a builder. It's like, okay, you can build a cool house, I appreciate that, but are you gonna build something beyond the house? Because that's one thing I worry about. That is one thing I worry about, because I've been in a lot of SMPs. I say a lot. I've not been in a ton. There have been some people that I know that have been in, like, oh boy, like 20 times the amount of SMPs I've been in. But I remember on Cluttercraft and on Tiny SMP, we had people hop in on the server, and they'd play long enough to build a house, and then they were done. And that is something that I've forgiven those people for it. That's their play style. But it stuck with me. I am hesitant to join an SMP or let people join an SMP when I don't know that they're going to stick around long enough to build like more than a house, to build more than just to be here more than just being a capitalist. Like, that's one of the other things that I don't know. I'll talk about that in a minute. I want to finish reading chat. Ash isn't online, Swiftu. It's just me and Athema right now. I noticed a ton of people struggling with editing. Oh, absolutely. It gives applicants a better chance. It was up against 600 people. I'm now up against only 38. Yes. When you're up against 600, it's a tough thing to climb out of. Because there's a good chance that you're reviewing applications for days on end. And the problem that you're gonna run into is even some good creators might get flushed out or drowned out because there's just so many applications, and so when you're watching it or reading it, you were tired and bored from other applications. It gets monotonous very quickly. So having less applications overall actually leads to higher quality creators being able to get in usually. Because you're able to look at it with a much more clear mind when you watch them. I know, like, I'm like 98% sure every application that has come through has been watched by somebody from our group, because we've been posting them in a channel. Just saying, like, hey, this person applied. You guys can watch it here. Here's the link. And then usually I have watched most of them. There have been a couple that I've just skipped because I've been busy, but I try not to skip every single one. Okay. I want you. Can I? That, yeah, okay. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm all caught up before I go on a rant. Yeah, I noticed a ton of people struggling with editing. Personally, I think mine was the best edited one. There were a couple that were really well edited, but yeah, most of them were recorded either in one take or it was very rambly, and yours was concise. That was the nice thing. It got all the info in it in a nice and neat way, and you displayed it. That was the thing. You did voiceovers, which was helpful. A lot of people skip out on the voiceover and they underestimate it. It really does help. I'm not saying somebody who doesn't voiceover won't be able to succeed, but showing us is a lot better than just telling us. It goes back to that whole thing of show me that you want it, don't just tell me you want it. So that was, yeah, editing definitely can help you in some regards. Let me finish reading up and then I'll get that candy, Henry. Also, how's it going, dude? It's good to see you. Like 3/4 of them had no editing, no hate. I get streamer stream, not to make videos. Yes. And I think some people did a really good job given the fact that they didn't edit. There were a couple that I really actually did find myself enjoying, even though it was just one take, and I was impressed. Or it was even just like, okay, I cut this one little portion where I forgot to say something, and I just mushed those two bits together. It actually turned out decent. I feel it made them drag a bit and have mistakes and weird points. Yes, it did. I do agree there. I think some people also it's tough. I feel like I'm being really harsh, but I'm trying to offer criticism, helpful criticism to everybody. When it comes to applications, if you don't want to edit, and I don't blame you if you don't have time to edit, I don't blame you. But if you don't want to edit, one thing that you can do to really help yourself out is you still need to do some light editing, but it's overall going to be okay. At least write down what you want to say. And try to follow the script as closely as you can, but don't make it your, like, saving grace, you know? Be willing to deviate from the script a little bit. Don't sound like you're reading line for line. But for my videos, for example, usually I have like a very, very, very loose outline, and then everything else is unscripted. And I feel like my videos turn out somewhat okay. You know, I at least before I press the record button, I know what I'm gonna say. There were some applications where I felt like when I turned it on, the person was a deer in headlights and forgot that they needed to pick out what they were saying. And instead of stopping the recording and then figuring out what they wanted to say, they just kept recording. And so you ended up with this mess where it was trying to figure out where are we going here. And that just comes from experience with making videos, but it's kind of like streams. I don't want to go into a stream not knowing what I'm going to do, you know? It makes for a really bad stream because then I'm just wandering around trying to figure out what to do. So you want to try to have a general purpose and plan for that stream. Same thing with videos, and if you can take that approach, I think you'll make a good video. I saw like so many people also make the joke of I am a great builder, and then they showed off the bad build, or someone else building their base for them. It was MCCR and PvP joke all over again. I saw a couple of PvP jokes as well. But yes, that was another one. There was a running theme that you would notice where people would make some very similar jokes. Barely any of the people talked at all their plans. Yeah. The app was great. No, King, I love that app. I'm not saying it was a bad app, but I noticed there's a lot of people... I'm going to rant on this for a second. There was a lot of people who said, you know, my plan is capitalism. My plan is to crash the economy. My plan is insert mega corporation here. And it's like, that's a great thing to do. But I don't know. Maybe I'm spoiled, but I've seen so many people do that on servers already. Show me something nobody else can do. You know? And admittedly, that was kind of partially part of my plans for the SMP this time. But I found out other people were already intending to do that. And we already have somebody on the server who's intending to do that right now. And it's cool to do competition, but how many competitors for crashing the economy do you really want? Like, let's be real. It's great for the consumer, sure, but it's like... it's going to kill the server at the same time. Lag-wise, because you're having 3 times the farms for the same exact thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just... is that really going to benefit the server overall? Are you going to do something that nobody else can do by doing that? If you can show me that you do it better than other people, then I can at least give you the benefit of the doubt on that. Or that like 3 times. Yeah, and like 3 times isn't a lot if you think about it, but out of 38, that's what 30 would be 10%, so it's like 8% of applicants said that. And so it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not nearly as like a big of a thing as it's not nearly as big of a thing as you know, saying, "Oh, I'm a builder, so let me in." 'Cause I'm a builder was probably like 80% of the applications. But I don't know. Every time I heard it, I didn't really see a reason to believe that one, they would actually execute it all the way. A lot of people, they say that. Like I said it. I'll be honest. I said it in my application for Twitch SMP Season 7, Wave 1. I said my intent was to build a bunch of shops. Like, I wanted to build, like, Amazon, essentially. I really wanted to make a huge corporation. But I have not followed through on that at all, and I will not, because I realized that I don't have time. And I didn't show them that I could do it, so they had no reason to believe me anyway. I don't, honestly, I don't know why anyone chose me to be in Twitch SMP. I don't belong here. But I showed up, and I'm glad I'm here, because we're in a little bit of a rocky patch right now, activity-wise. And we're doing a pretty decent job. You know, I'm glad, and I met a lot of cool people. But I definitely did not belong here in the application process. I don't know why they chose me. Like, I promised a lot, I guess. And I do want to give a lot. Like, you know, activity-wise, I have kept up on my promise. I told them I would play at least once a week. And I have played almost every week twice. It's about probably 1.5 times a week, because I've had a couple of days where I've had to cancel, and it's been a little more frequent lately. But, you know, it's all by chance that, you know, what I said worked, in all honesty, because I think the activity probably sold it. I'd have to go back and see if I can find my responses. I don't remember what I typed out for everything. But, you know, I really wanted in. And I made big plans for the server, and I would like to still pursue the Amazon thing. And I still do intend to, but it's not going to be this season. Just because I know what's better for me. I don't think I watched a single person who didn't say they were a builder, even I said it. Well, I mean, to be fair, Twitch SMP is a builder server. Also, I'm going to eat that candy now. Twitch SMP is a builder server, you know. I don't think you could get really into the SMP without intending to build something. You could probably get away by trying to be a technical player, but you can only build so many shops before it's like, okay, now what? And we also have very specific rules about our shops that make it that you have to theme it, because we don't want a bunch of stalls or dirt huts around. So you have to be a builder to some degree. So I think it's good that people are saying it. It's just kind of silly when they say it and then they don't show you. That's all. Twitch SMP apps are closed. Heck yeah, let's go. Good luck to everybody that applied. I hope to see you all on the server. I'm excited to have new members on the SMP. It's going to be a good time. I hope somebody, I don't care who, but I hope somebody comes out this way, okay? There's like a huge stretch of land between me and Spawn. And there's only a couple of people that pave the way. You don't play on the server anymore, like, at all. They're not on the server anymore. But, you know, like, between me and Spawn, there's Sleepy Sapphire's Pink Castle. There's Kit. There's Kit's horse. That's the only thing between me and Spawn right now. I think that actually, Snowy's new Snummit is somewhere over here. I think it's right over here. I might fly out this way and just see. I think it's somewhere over here, but again, that's right here near Spawn still. Like, I'm way out here. I would love for somebody to come out somewhere between. You don't even have to be near, but like somewhere close-ish. That way I can come see you and bother you. I'm gonna eat this candy now. Since ads are running. Okay. If I make it, I will live near. You know, if you just said that in your application, I probably could twist some arms and force your way in, but you didn't put it in your application, so. No, I'm kidding. I would have laughed had somebody said, "I'll live near King." That would have been funny. But I don't think I'm quite. I'm definitely not the most. I don't advertise myself very well, especially the fact that I live super far out in Twitch SMP. I don't tell people that I live 5,000 blocks from spawn usually. Although now it's not that big of a deal. I just need people who play around the same time as me. There's usually one person on at the same time, but I don't know where they all live. I need to go through and mark down the coordinates again. I want to be able to run out and go say, hey, you know, you want to go do something? When the new people hop on, I'm wanting to take out a whole group of people I want to help them get geared. So I'm intending to hopefully, spend some time and get some people ready to go mining. We can go mining. I'll fortune their diamonds for them if they'd like. And then I'd like to hopefully also get some people out and we'll go to the end. We'll fight the dragon again together if they'd like. And then we could go in-city raiding and I'll go with them, try to help them out. And if they die, then I can actually fly them across the void to get to their stuff. So it'd be pretty fun. I think that would be a lot of fun anyway. But I want to adopt some SMP members and go like, hey guys, you wanna be my kid? You be my son now. And yeah, that's I really want to offer that to new people though, because otherwise you run the risk of like losing that spark that the server has from the activity, because there is like you know there's no interaction. You run that risk. So I want to have as many people that I can interact with and go like, hey, you know, you wanna go do the thing, and then we go do a thing, and then that builds up friendships on the server, hopefully, whether it be with me or with other people who also go on the trips. You know, I'm not gonna like go, oh yeah, no other first wave applicants can come with me with the newbies. No, I'm not gonna do that. Like, maybe not Goose and Ash because they want to recruit newbies into their summit. And I need people out here in the middle of nowhere with me so that they can't escape my grasp. I'm not gonna do that. But you know, outside of that, you know, I think I'd be happy to have a lot of people tag along. Could have a couple different groups go out and participate. Because I don't know how many people are gonna be in Wave 2. I don't think anyone knows yet. And that's not me just saying I don't know because I can't tell you. I actually don't know. Let me be honest this time. Last time when you guys were talking about applications and stuff, I knew. I just couldn't talk about it yet. But this time I actually don't know how many people are going to be in, and I don't think anyone knows. But if there's like a lot, let's say there's 10, I would not feel like it would be a good idea for me to take 10 people out by myself. And then try to wrangle them all while we're in a call to raid the end. That would be insane. That would be super insane. It would be fun, but it would be a little insane. So I don't know if we'll do that, but we'll see. We'll see. If I make it, I will live near. 2 more apps came out right before the deadline, minutes before. Interesting, okay. I definitely haven't seen those then. I would love to go get gear. I'd love to go get gear getting and end rating. I can be your son, get me in. Who'd I have to murder? Yes, you know, we could kill some people. We could kill some people. I don't usually kill anyone. I haven't killed anybody on the server in a little while, actually. Slash leaderboard. I thought there was one for player kills, but I'm not seeing it. I know there's one for deaths. I'm still on there, yeah. I need somebody to die. That's not me, please. It's on the site. Let me go find it. I don't know if mine is still on there or not. I think I got like 2 or 3 kills total. It might only be 2. But I think I have 2. If Kit makes a comeback in time, Kit and you can split up the group. That's true. I know she wants to stream. There's just a lot going on. Unfortunately, everything is stacking up. And unfortunately, anything that has to give, it has to be streaming. But she does want to stream. She loves streaming. That's like... If she could only pick one thing to do in the entire world, I'm pretty sure she would pick streaming. Actually, she'd pick your mom, but then she'd pick streaming after that. But unfortunately, like I said, when life comes your way, you gotta pick one thing to give out, and streaming just happened to be that. She's still working on videos. She's working very hard on videos. I can't wait. I don't know how far she's gone with it, but I know she's working on Skyblock Kingdoms. That's like no surprise to anybody, but she's trying to finish her Season 1 videos, and I don't know what that looks like for her right now. I don't talk to her every day like I have had people assume. But I know what it's like to be a content creator, and I know what she does and what she likes, and I also know a little bit about what her backlog was like, because she wasn't exactly hiding it. She needed to get 8 videos done. She said that like 100 times on stream. There's a lot of videos she needs to get done in order to finish getting ready for Season 2. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm working on it. Come on, streamer bot. Okay. Your face is dark? Yeah, I'm working on it. But the power went out for just a couple of small, minuscule seconds, and wiped us out. But you know, it's okay. What was I doing? We were playing Twitch SMP. Okay, I have no clue if the power will go out again. I can't promise it won't, but if it does, I will not be coming back. I will stay offline. Just to let you all know. I can't do this whole get off, get on, get off, get on thing. So if it goes out again, just assume that's the end of the stream. But I'm gonna hopefully be able to do the rest of the stream tonight without any more hiccups. We'll see. We'll be reaching out to applicants with some questions shortly. Does that mean all people or more application things? It's, if I had to guess, it's not gonna be to everyone. Although sometimes they do like general posts where it's like, if you're accepted into the SMP, what are you like? What about this? Which I did interact with each of those posts when I was in, and I don't know if that influenced anything. It probably didn't. Crap. Well, I'm gonna wait for a minute. It could mean that, but it more likely means that when and if somebody is chosen, they will have to probably fill out the form that we filled out. Myself and all the other people who applied to be in season 7, they'll probably fill out a form similar to that basically it will have a acknowledgement of rules that, like, hey, yes, I agree to follow the rules, but also it'll probably have a it'll also probably have a few questions of like, okay, what do you intend to do on the server? Like, flesh out your plans even more than what you did on the video or whatever. That's my guess. Boop. Okay. It looks like it's letting me back on. Alright. We're back, chat. We're back. That was the worst moment of my life. Man. Okay. Back to Twitch SMP. 1 second, I was sitting over here. I don't even remember what I was talking about. And then the next second, I heard the power flicker, and I was like, oh no. I was gonna tell you guys, like, power's about to go out. And then I looked over, and everything was gone. I don't know when you guys got, like, all the information that what I said, I don't know. Now I sit and wait. Exactly. That's like the hardest and easiest part at the same time. And nothing will really prepare you for will prepare you for whatever happens. You know, it's kind of like, you know, it's all waiting, but it doesn't make it easier. it's all like, well, I'll wait. But you get a little anxious about it from time to time. Like, when I applied, I was really wanting in. That's all I really wanted, was to get into the SMP. But I was also completely content with not being in it. I had a full contingency plan if I wasn't in the SMP, what I was going to be doing. Actually being in the SMP has changed my plan for being in the SMP. I was going to, I wanted to be in, the SMP, but I was also going to keep Wednesday, and I was going to try to keep gaming twice a week on different games other than Minecraft and keep achievement grinding, but trying that has proven to be too difficult, and Twitch SMP has really gotten me to the point where I'm ready to take a break, and I'm excited about that. I really am. Well, at least, you know, they won't take as long. This time is only 38 and not 600, though they are videos. That's true. The thing with the videos is, it'll probably still take a while. Whoever's going through all of them, if there's gonna be a selection committee, if it's just Dash, either way, I don't know. I know Dash in the past has had people help her select. Ultimately, I think she gets final say, but she definitely does appreciate help and opinions from other people. Oh, Stream Elements, welcome back. But I don't know 100% how that process goes. But sometimes what they'll do with any application system anywhere is it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna, over the course of 3 days, I'm gonna do this. So if it's only an hour of applications, then, you know, it's like, okay, we're doing 20 minutes of applications today. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch them. And then I'm gonna select the ones that I think are promising, and then I'm going to just say, you know, sorry, I don't like your, it's not that I don't like your video, but it doesn't fit the vibe we're going for right now, so I'm going to pursue other applications. And you won't get a message about it, but you'll definitely get a message if you're in, or if you're in the contention of being in, you'll probably get a message asking you your Discord name. You'll probably get a message asking some clarification on some other things, because there's a lot that wasn't in the video application that was in the actual applications that I filled out. Like means of contact, you know, like I think with Twitter in specific, it's just gonna be a DM, which I did get a DM on Twitter. I actually woke up to the DM on Discord though instead, which freaked me out. I couldn't believe it. Man, those were that was a time. That was a real time. DVD random. Not job applications, but the server I'm in right now, Twitch SMP. They had applications open to join. They just closed, but I'm talking to. I have a Twitch chat as well, and I was talking to them about the process of applying and what comes after that and all that. Although I have filled out job applications, but unfortunately I've not had like any luck. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. That's kind of why I've been spending a lot more time working on the game, because I have time right now. When I get a job, I won't have time, and there's like an off chance that this turns me into a multi-tech billionaire or something like that, you know. Why not? Like, that's probably like not at all possible. I don't foresee myself becoming a billionaire because of my game. I don't even see myself becoming a millionaire because of my game. Although I think it should make millions because it's a great game. Well, not right now. It's not a great game, but it will be a great game because I've been dreaming of it for 12 years. So maybe it should make that much money, but will it? Probably not. So, oh well. I'm not in it just for money. I'm making the game because I want to make it. That's like the big thing. Would it be nice to make money from it? Yes, because I need money, unfortunately. But it's not, like, the greatest of concerns, either. Just messing with you, you'll probably have success on this path. I see it for you, dude. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm excited. The hope is that it takes me somewhere where I can actually get stable. I would really like a stable income of some sort, whatever that looks like. Or at least make enough money that I can hold off and figure out where in the world I need to go with things, because we're in a rough spot right now. We're in a real rough spot where it's just kind of like, don't know where I'm going. I don't. There's a lot of things I'd like to work out, but in no way, shape, or form do I expect them to. It's just kind of it's a dream. It's a dream. There's nothing wrong with dreams. But like I was saying earlier, and I guess it's my thing to say now, with dreams, it's not about telling people it's your dream. It's about showing them it's your dream. And I suppose if you show it, then it must be something. Really something special. I'm just messing with you. You'll probably have success. I'll sub. Hopefully you're huge one day, bro. Remember me? I appreciate that, dude. I will. I don't know if I'll go anywhere with YouTube. It's something I'd like to do one day. I think it would be fun. Being able to actually create full time would be insane. But at the same time, it's just something I enjoy, so it's not like I'm in a hurry. Other than the fact that I do need a job, which coming soon, hopefully. I just need these HR departments to actually hire me. I don't know what to do. My mom has even, like, she's resorted to just saying, like, yeah, I'm sorry, bud. Like, you know, it's bad when even your mom's lost hope of you getting a job. That's the exact formula. If you love it, don't do it for free. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind doing things for free. Like, for example, my game, the thing I'm making, like, I don't love game development. I don't. It's not my dream to be a game developer, but it's my dream to have my game, and I'm the only one that can make it. So, by proxy, it's kind of like a dream to be a game developer, I guess. But, you know, I'm willing to do the game development thing for free because I love the game. And same thing with, like, YouTube. I'm willing to do it all for free. I just need to get paid to do something else. Let's see. What do you play on? Can I join this world? Not this world, but I do have a world I'm playing on tomorrow, and I play on Monday as well, Mondays and Fridays. That's my viewer joinable server. If you'd like to join it, it's !IP in chat. That should give you the info you'll need. But I play on that one with viewers. This is my world that I'm playing on with some other content creators. And I'm just working on a mega base. This is Java, but the server I have is Java and Bedrock. But this is like my mega base area that I'm working on. And we're getting closer and closer to finishing 1 quarter. 1 quarter of the draining. Then I gotta dig. We'll need to kill a wither for a beacon. I should probably do that sooner rather than later. Maybe next time we'll grind out wither skeleton skulls. That would be a good idea. Give us a little break from the monotony of placing sand. Draining ocean, the worst, man. I know, it's so bad. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy Minecraft, I really do. But there are some aspects of the game that just really suck. And one of them is draining the ocean. I could have done it with sponges, and there is flying machines that have the ability to help you drain the ocean, but honestly, this seemed like the better idea to me, for whatever reason. I think the flying machine would probably be the best. If I could just get like a lot more sand, I'd probably be able to do it. So maybe I need to go dig up a desert somewhere. I'll look up the map. If I find a good desert, I'll do probably like 4 shulkers of sand would be enough to help me. And we could probably do an entire quadrant with the machine. Whereas if I did... Yeah, cause if I get all my sand out... Well, I don't know, I'd have to look up and do some number crunching and decide how much sand I need. Take the average height of the ocean floor, and then multiply that by the area, so you get your volume that you need to fill in with sand. And then you would take that and you would you'd be able to decide how much sand you need in order to finish a quadrant. And then you just gotta AFK it for a little bit. Trying to think. I know the amount I have right now, it is purely the amount I needed to place for... It was the amount I needed in order to have a full dome that I was gonna build, and I'm still gonna build, but I don't think I had enough for anything else. I think I want a barrel extra just to be safe, but that was about it. Okay. Boop. And go sleep really quick. Okay. Let's get out of here. I do want to pull a prank on someone. I don't know who, but I kind of want to pull another prank. I just gotta find something that's non-destructive, and I gotta find somebody I know well enough. I don't know who yet. See, if Kit had a house, I would totally light her whole house on fire. Because she used to do that to Jay. Poor Jay. That's all that he got, was his entire house getting lit on fire, like, twice. Amongst other things. There is one idea I've got. How diabolical could I be? Okay. I do have one. And you can do this to anyone. I could do this to the whole server. Get light gray glass panes and put it in their chest in each of the slots. And everybody will know my wrath. Because you can't see light gray glass in item slots, so it would be perfect. It's the perfect crime. It's very annoying too. Well, it's mildly annoying. If you have the right mods, it doesn't matter. Like the mod we have here, it would make it easy to clean up. But if you don't have this mod, it would be a pain. Let's see. I wanted to finish the whole quadrant, but I may not be able to. I don't know. I need more water before I decide anything else. I'll go get some water after I run out of this inventory load. Which we've still got a decent amount, but I need more water, that's for sure. I just know a small break is in order because I'm getting cooked in here. Just throwing it out there again because I can feel the breeze coming in through the window and I feel like it's probably about to storm. That's just a theory. And it knocked out the power earlier. I could get another power outage. And in which case, if that happens, I'm not coming back. Like, I will come back tomorrow, but I will not come back to stream today. It's just that I need to say that. I need to probably make that, like, explicitly clear as well in future streams. That if the power goes out, if the internet goes out, I probably don't come back to stream unless, like, it was just really that short. But usually it's just, like, I never know what to do. I need to make a policy on when I do come stream and when I don't stream when those situations occur. Just for my own sake. Literally cooked. I am Coral. It's really hot. I don't know what to do. I can feel like how dry my face feels, like my lips, they're very dry. I can feel the amount of sweat that's building up just because I'm living. It's awful. It's really bad. Alright. We're almost done with this load. Okay. I'm trying to think. There's like any other cool things we can talk about other than Omnia. I don't want to like overdo it. I love Omnia, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to bore you guys on that. I'm gonna pace ourselves on that conversation. Give. Okay. 2 more stacks, or 1.5. I do have a headache. I can feel it. No. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. We'll be good. We'll live. I just need more water. Okay. I'm out of blocks. Well, I'm out of sand. Okay. Since I am roasting in here, I'm going to take a short break. You guys will get to look at this. It'll be nice. It'll be cool. I'll see you guys like in just a couple of minutes. I just need to go take a break, go get some water, cool off in a different room for a minute. But I will see you all very, very soon. I am toasted, dude. It is burning. Okay. I'm gonna try to finish. I'm gonna try to finish the sand. I will not clean the sand up, but I will try to finish it. What was that? Oh, that's your mini-map settings. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. Now I do. Okay. I just want to make sure I was still the only one on the server. Not that it matters, but I wanted to know if I was alone. I'm going to attempt to finish it. However, there's a very good chance I don't. As soon as I feel like I need to stop because it's way too stupidly hot, I will stop. But I want to try to finish this today, because 1/4 would look really good on a thumbnail, but just in case I have backup, because I've got Netherite. Like, about how hot? Let me see. Hey Siri, what's 30 Celsius in Fahrenheit? It's 86 in my room right now, according to my 3D printer. It's hot. It's a little toasty. It's hot enough that I can't think straight. Like, it's awful. Like, it's not hot, but like, and I'm airing it out right now too. Like, I've got a window open. Like, it's terrible. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope we're talking about temperature. Oh, wait, it's King, of course. We're talking about temperature. That's crazy, dude. What the heck? What did I do to you, Swiftu? I thought I had Riz. Is this because I didn't gift you a sub earlier? What? No, that's hot. I mean, it is hot. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it's not hot enough to kill me or anything. It's just I'm sweating. Like, I'm awful. If this were, like, a video recording session and I didn't have my camera on, I could at least take off layers, but I'm not taking off layers for stream, guys. I'm sorry. You guys pay extra for that. That's terrible. Yeah, I'm family friendly. Gosh. Yeah, no, it's a little toasty. Pay extra's insane. I know. It's part of the new plan. That way I don't go broke. Yeah. It's awful. I don't know why I know why I can't think. I can't think because it's hot. But I can't, like, I can't collect all my thoughts. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And the worst part about this, I don't know if you've been able to see them, but the worst part about all of this is when I open up my window to help air out the room, the price I pay is I get little annoying gnats, and they don't go away. They just show up, and they're attracted to light, and there's plenty of light in my room. First thing I'm doing when I in stream, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stand up. I've got a fan, ceiling fan, and for stream I have to turn it down. I turn it down a notch, because otherwise it kicks up enough air that it causes the mic to pick it up, and then you guys get crappy audio quality. So I have to turn it down, but I'll turn it on all the way, full blast, turn off the lights, and I'll probably let my computer rest for a minute, because it's it's running at 80 Celsius. That's not terrible, actually. But it is getting a little toasty just because the room is toasty. So, I don't know. It'll be alright. It always is. I think I might also change my shirt, because I don't want to wear this thing anymore. I'm not even wearing, like, a heavy shirt. It's just... It's a little sweaty, is all. Maybe I can ask Admiral. Maybe he wants to watch something tonight, and we can watch, like, an episode of something. And then I can come back up and I can work on something after stream. But it's like just, it's awful right now. My room stays pretty warm, and I don't know what to do about it. It stays warm in the summer, and it stays freezing in the winter, and I can't do anything about either of those. And I have been told that it's because I keep my door closed. But my door doesn't really stay closed all that long. So I don't know. I don't know. Get a fan like Dyson heater thing. Oh, Dyson heater would be really nice. I do have a ceiling fan, and that helps. It's not perfect. I really would like a window unit for AC. But I think I threw that idea out once, and my parents told me no. But I might ask them again, because this is bad. Like, I don't need it to be freezing in here or anything. Like, that's not my intent. I just need livable conditions. That's all I want. You know, it's okay. I'll live. I will. I'm just being a little dramatic. It's not like it's that. It is hot. It is. It's just not. It's not kill me kind of hot. Yet. Okay. Boop. We can take out a couple more pillars here. That many. Yeah, that's good. Mostly because I'm out of torches and I don't want to get more. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, you know what? This is the last load of sand. I'm sorry. That headache is starting to come in more pronounced. Like, it's not going away. I thought if I cooled down for a little bit, took some sips of water, it would help. So, last load. Yay. I will try to finish this off stream when the room is a little more cool. Maybe this weekend I'll have some time. I can't guarantee anything because I'm busy. I've got a new video I gotta record. I was supposed to record it today, but I was like, I really want to work on the game, so I worked on the game instead. But I gotta record a new video. I need to keep updating King SMP's plugins and stuff until it stabilizes a little bit in the development cycle. Then I also need... what else do I need to do? I guess I need to keep working on my game. The pace I'm working at right now, I will actually have the game in a probably a playable state for public use, hopefully by the end of the year, which would be amazing. Could you imagine? Like, I'm not talking like, oh yeah, it doesn't even have the NPCs fully functioning yet. Like, no, I'm talking like the NPCs actually will be AI powered, which is insane. But as soon as that's working, I think that's like the main system in the game that I need to like have ready in order for the game to be able to be tested by other people. Because that's like the big thing I'm concerned about. How are people going to break the AI? And then how can I add more code in line to help them not break the AI? Or how do I make the AI more human-like? And then we can get into fun updates after that where people are suggesting things like, oh yeah, what if we added an alien? And it's like, okay, what kind of aliens? I can't wait. Aliens are going to be cool in my game. I don't know what we're going to do with them yet, but there's going to be a couple different types. I mean, there's going to be different, like, alien creatures that are, like, non-intelligent. You know, I've talked about space chickens already. Space chickens are going to be awesome. There's something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. You know, that's okay. I feel like we can excuse it, you know? We can pretend that didn't happen. We can pretend. I never forgot anything. I'm gonna try it this way. I don't think this will work, but why not? Why not do it this way? I mean, I won't lie, it's kind of effective. Theoretically speaking, so long as everything is the same height, it'll all get up here pretty quick, and I think it'll be faster than doing it the other way I'm doing it, but it could also take a quite a long time. I'm paranoid now. I feel like there's something crawling on me. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Prediction canceled. Thank you? I don't know if that was me that canceled that, if Admiral canceled that, but somebody canceled it. Thank you. It may have been Twitch auto canceling it. It's probably been about 24 hours since we started it. Spider's like right on top of me. Nope, okay. I thought he was, but I was wrong. Can you move? Come on, dude. There you go. Thank you. Okay. This is a... Okay, I forgot that... I couldn't remember if those guys, caused a... caused an explosion or not. But no, I have brief protection from creepers, which is nice. This is almost done. I need to come back through here. Okay. Boom. That may have not been the quickest way to do it, but it was a way. It certainly was a way. Okay, what are we looking at? I mean, that's pretty major amount of work there. Not perfect by any means, but it's decent. Okay. Yeah. I need to go back to the base. We're gonna wrap things up. Unfortunately, these working conditions are just not ideal for me. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better. If not, I will riot. I will figure out a way to cool down the room some other way. Maybe I'll get a bucket and I'll soak my feet in cold water to help stay cool. That thing people do still? I feel like that used to be a thing. Pretty sure it was. Not for gaming in specific, but just in general. Alright, YouTube peeps. I am so sorry for the power outage earlier, but this is where our road ends together. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. If you want to, you can hop over to the Twitch chat, which will send a raid over to one of my friends who's also streaming on Twitch. I don't have that feature on YouTube yet, so I don't do redirects. But once I do have that, we'll actually do it. So thank you guys for watching, though. I appreciate you, YouTube. You guys have been great. Last couple of streams we've been doing on YouTube, fantastic. Same thing with the videos. I just put out a new video. I haven't announced it on Discord yet, but it was a Q&A video for 700 subs. We're getting closer and closer to 800, so there will be another Q&A for that as well, which will be great. But thank you guys, YouTube. You're great. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.